Has your SAAB 9.3's filler flap has seen better days? Mine did. What happens is, as your card ages, there's a spring mechanism in here, and what happened to mine was it broke. And this piece here just basically hung out, and I needed to make sure that I closed it and I held it open when I filled up. And it happened during winter when things got brittle. So I ended up having to take this out and replace this piece here. If you want to see how I did that, stay tuned. That's this guy right here. It snapped off. You can't just simply replace the little door there, the hinge. Unfortunately, you got to replace this whole neck. So what I'm trying to do is manage that. And then right now it's closed, but apparently we got to take off this whole wing liner here. Once we do that, we should be able to reach in there. So trying to take out the wheel liner of this SAAB. Take a look. I don't think you can see, it's pretty dark in there, but I've been trying to work on removing these guys using a 5/16. A little bit of rust in there. The big problem is with these ones that are in the chassis. What I've been finding is that they've been, corrosion, rust, whatever. These bolts that are sticking out, and you got to like kind of turn the nut. It's just seized. So, it's taken me a few moments. I broke one of them, and what I'm trying to do now is to take care and not break the other two. So I got that guy out, and I've almost gone that guy, but what I've had to do is really just take my time with them. If you just go in and you crank it, you're going to get this happening. So I would suggest don't give up. Just put some PB Blaster on it, let it soak, tap it a bit, and don't just ream on it, right? Just go really slow. There you go. Looks good. We got 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Should be loose. I don't think there's anything else holding this thing down, so let's try to take it out. There it is. I just had to pull it downwards. So you pull those 3, 4 out, and then it's really just a downward pull, and then making sure that this bottom part gets pulled down below that. It's coming out. Let's see if I can get the rest of it out. Hopefully this is maybe true to what the whiz says on how to change this. So it's just out. Oh, there it is. Oh. So it looks like I have to unscrew this screw here. This should loosen, so this can disconnect a little bit from here. I feel like, I don't know, this might be optional. So there's the part where it broke and that came off. So I don't think I'm going to try and remove that. I feel like this just slides on into there. There's nothing there connecting it. So take a look at this. It just fits right in there. You probably just push it right over that. I feel like I can probably slip the boot on top of that without taking that down. But taking this out might be a little tricky. So let's check it out. The knob there, I'm trying to go into there. I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can work at this. Well, I might not have had to take the wheel well off after all, but that can be a separate thing. I'm just going to bust this out and slide the other one into it. I think that's the plan. Just trying to be gentle. And then I'll see if I can remove that around there. Pull it off from here. Looks like it's coming off. Gentle. It's coming out. That's out. I just fit right on top of there. I got to shove the new one in. Let's see how that works. So put a little dish soap. We'll see if we can just kind of slide it on top so I don't have to take the time to try and loosen that bolt. Worst case, I'll loosen the bolt underneath, but hopefully we can just slide this on top. So I'm trying to just finagle this in so that it gets into the seal there. So I'm giving it a go. We'll see how it goes. It's getting close, but I just got to get the top portion in, and it looks like it might work. So we'll keep working at it. All right, with a little bit of soap, I was able to get everything in and snap it in. So what I did is I pushed it in, opened the door, went with the bottom, and then the top was a little bit harder. So sorry, you might not have seen that. So I started from the bottom, worked my way up, and you saw kind of a midway portion of it. Now you ask, do I need to really take that off? Go down under here, put my hand down into the underneath here, and just kind of move it around until I could get it. So you asked, do you need to remove wheel well? It would help just to finagle this from this side in. You don't really have to loosen that bolt, so that's optional. So it can probably be done if you just take your time by simply just taking this piece out and replacing it. So now we got a door that closes and locks. Right, so over time these things go. All right, so just to remove the flap, you're just prying that up and pulling. So that's essentially all you have to do is slide that off. But I'm gonna do that off the camera because I'm just trying to film this here. Lift and pull, and it should slide out. And then we'll just transfer that over to the other door latch. There's a little track at the top. So once it's in that track on the top and bottom, and it doesn't look like it's in the bottom yet, so I gotta slide it a bit. So now that's in the bottom, that's in the top. Should be able to just push this in. Bottom in, top in, just push it in. And that should be it. So here we go. Works good. Now I just have to put this guy on here. It's just to pop out. And we are done, and I will reassemble. All right, there it is, all done. Looks good. Looks like it's in there. Doesn't hit. Looks good. Now what we're gonna do now is manage throwing out this old stuff. So I've shoved it back in. I just kind of put it in the same way it came out. It's actually easier to go back in. So it's just sitting there. I'm going to use a little bit of the anti-seize. I don't know if that's going to work, but just put it onto these bolts that come out of the frame. And all back together, and we should be all wrapped up. All installed. Bolt there. One here, one underneath. Over there, you can see they're kind of, yeah, over there, and then up top. So three are still okay. Two of them busted off, but it seems to be holding. And I've put some silver on there, anti-seize on the threads. I didn't over tighten them, so I don't think they need to be super tight. So that just helps later on if you have to take it apart. So there we go. All right, so we're all finished up here. I want to show you the wheel is back on. Everything functions fine now. We got it. The latch works, closes nicely, and that's done. Thanks so much for watching me try to get this done. As you can see, I'm
a do-it-yourselfer, so
anything that I'd done that could have been done easier, feel free to leave a comment in there. And if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer. Just write the question down there, and I'll do what I can to help out. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.